automatic. Hey, here's what it is. This what I do for the kids. Douglas is still where I live. I handle my biz. I told him the flow is as cold as the fridge. Back independent and going all in. My only dependence on mine is the kin. I do what I do, but it's all cause of him. I was locked up in the den with the lions, but God said, don't worry, my son, you gon' win. Always knew I would reach higher levels. Mama praying that the Father bless you. I felt every prayer that she made. In the trenches going through that pressure. Futuristic Fernie move like Tesla. They all asking like how we did it. I replied to him, Father bless him. You don't want beef, you want hamburguesas. Aquí socios y se repeta. Old school value since the chancleta. Ask Tony Touch about Fern, he'll tell you that boy been rapping since the golden era. This ain't no error, you know I've been righting my wrongs. Airing it out in my life and my songs. Going to building, through work and we gone.
I'm in that mode, I'm in that lane, I'm in the zone, I'm in the pain. No, I got drive, that's what he gave. So I suggest you get out of my way. I'm in that mode, I'm in that lane, I'm in the zone, I'm in the pain. No, I got drive, that's what he gave. So I suggest you get out of my way. I ain't gon' tell you twice.
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 I ain't gon' tell you twice. I ain't gon' tell you twice. Yeah, I traded the hate for love. Always stay away from the scrubs since I was a cub. I ain't get baited with drugs. Know that it ain't what it was. I ain't no chump. You ain't gon' pressure me with what the normal society wants. I keep it blunt. Talking about trauma, it's all in the water inside of the trunk. Game is a skunk. I can't lose it all. I went through withdrawals. I ain't no punk. Can't bamboozle. Boss make moves, he approves them all. Look at them slump. It's all a blessing, a lesson, a message in all of my sessions. Miss me with what you be doing and how you be talking for that. Now I ain't got a second. I'm in that mode, I'm in that lane, I'm in the zone, I'm in the pain. No, I got drive, that's what he gave. So I suggest you get out of my way. I'm in that mode, I'm in that lane, I'm in the zone, I'm in the pain. No, I got drive, that's what he gave. So I suggest you get out of my way. I ain't gon' tell you twice.
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 I ain't gon' tell you twice. I ain't gon' tell you twice.
My life ain't what it seems, it's not a dream. I had to tell him, this be that supreme, not a T, call a cellular. Lifetime of a G, I've been church, I've been secular. Lately I've been free, cause my Godfather said I was. Still stuck to the G code, told him we are not the same. Did my dirt all by my lonely, so I did my time the same. This that music for the motivated, but don't play no games. It feel different when you make it, and remember all the pain. This consistency personified, there is no other way. Can't cut corners in this journey, gotta go against the grain. If I ever stop, it's only cause I finished up the race. Jesus, please cover me daily. They see you when they see my face. Peace and grace. Fern.
Yeesh.
I switched it up a little bit. Hopefully this is a little bit better.
Huh?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of CHH JAMZ Presents. CHH JAMZ Presents. Tonight, man, we are sitting down with the family, of course. We got our brother Bertrand McKinney in the building. Kimberly Howell is in the building, and myself is in the building. But we're sitting down with none other than the brother Fern of Social Club Misfits, but he has his own identity. He has his own music. What's good, bro? How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great, man. Thank you guys for having me. It's an honor, man. It feels great. I was watching the Buffalo Bills game real quick. I slid out real fast. I wanted to make sure to talk to the people. What an honor it is that you guys would call on me to come talk with you guys.
Amen. Man, I believe it's probably your manager that I've been emailing. Yeah, can you hear me?
There?
Can you hear us?
We can hear him.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bertie.
It's chopping up.
Can you hear us, bro?
Can you hear us? Testing 1 2 1 2. Can you hear us?
He's chopping all up. Yeah, I can hear you, but you
Go ahead, Bertie. Go ahead, Bertie.
Your signal's chopping up.
Hey, he said we're chopping up.
Are all
Yeah.
of us chopping up?
Nah, just the one gentleman.
Oh, okay.
All right, there you go. Testing. Can you hear me?
Just yeah, perfect. Clear as a whistle.
Oh, okay. There you go. There you go. My bad. I had to switch some stuff over. So my bad. Got it straight. So once again, brother,
I don't know.
welcome
It's
to the
still
show,
kind of
man.
doing it. I don't know where your connection's at. It's still kind of.
Well, go ahead, Birdie. Jump in there. Go ahead, Birdie.
Can you hear me, bro? Can you hear me? Am I sounding choppy as well?
All right. Can you hear me? Am I sounding okay?
Yes, I sure can. I sure can. Coming in loud and clear. He's
All right.
chopping up by unfortunately.
I'm going to go ahead and start the day so you can get back to your Bills game. Just
No,
want
it's
to let
not
you
even
know.
that. I'm just letting it like I gotta tell you, like I just wanted to add that for just for a little bit of banter, you know what I mean? But yeah, absolutely.
Well, you sitting here with a Falcons fan.
Oh, so
Atlanta
look, you
Falcons
know what?
all
I'm just
day.
kidding. Now I gotta tell you, man, I'll keep it a bean. Yeah. My wife and my kids, they're like huge Buffalo fans. My wife's from Buffalo, so my son, I don't know, man. I thought he was gonna be a Dolphin boy, but he's a Buffalo man. He's a Buffalo guy.
So where are you located?
I'm in South Florida.
South Florida. Beautiful
We're down
time to be
south.
down.
Yeah, we're actually in Florida. Yeah, the weather's incredible. Everything feels awesome right now.
So I'm going to move right on into your music, and I'm liking what I'm hearing so far. So can you tell me, when did you become a CHH artist? Can you hear me okay?
I don't know what's wrong with the network. It was just like chopping all up, but it's unfortunate. I don't think we should continue the combo if it's gonna keep going like this, because it's I can't hear anything.
Okay.
I don't know if it's the link, if we.
So you lost me as well? He's frozen.
Yeah, it's his.
It's his net. It's his connection. It's not ours.
That look like it's going out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kept refreshing itself and stuff. I don't know if it's the link or what.
Nah,
Were all your videos?
it's the
Were all your
connection.
videos spinning?
No,
Nah,
we're all
connection.
fine.
Yeah, because our producers in the back is saying that we're good.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I got all bars. I got everything. Got plenty of power. I got the bars showing. Everything's. This is the only place because the house is full of people, so it makes a lot of noise in there.
Understood.
But
I mean, is it me that's chopping? Are you guys seeing me chopping up?
You're kind of freezing every once in a while, and then you might become choppy for a second, then you're back. Then your video goes out. Your video goes out.
That's what's happening. That's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm seeing from you guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Dang it. I don't know.
Our producers are saying that your signal is chopping on their end.
Yeah.
They were saying, can you move to another area?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll try. Maybe I can call back in. I'll try to call back in if I find another area fast. But for the most part, I don't really have another spot to go to. But let me see if I find another spot real quick.
Oh, okay.
All right. It's very unfortunate. Let me see.
That's the thing about technology, man. That's the thing about technology, ladies and gentlemen. Things that we have to deal with when we're dealing with technology, man. I tell you, sometimes it goes well and sometimes it doesn't, but you know, you still got to power through it. You still got to move on, you know, move on past it and everything. So,
I blame the Falcons.
You trying me today. You really are trying me
What?
today.
oh
What are
my,
you talking about? I love you.
So you little ain'ts won a game today. You want to give me cheap shots. Is that where we going today? Is
That
that
was
where
not
we
a cheap
going?
shot.
That
That
was a
was
cheap
all
shot.
love.
That was a cheap
That
shot.
was all love.
I'm going to just take my new hair and ignore you. That's what I'm going to do.
oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have anything to look forward to on Let's Talk Football tomorrow and Let's Talk Gospel?
No, not really. It's, everybody has had success today except me. With my football games, and we had the worst infractions in all of NFL today, and oh my gosh, I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about it. The Aints and the Bucks won. That's a problem. That's a really big problem.
Man.
Just awful. So anyway,
Well, if
Yeah.
y'all never heard Fern's music, y'all need to go to Spotify and check out his music, man. Check out his very first album that he released back in 2015 called Victory. Well, there's a track called Victory. He has a line in there that, of course, I'm not going to say it verbatim because I'm not a spitter like Birdie is. But he has a line in there that says, "So that's why I don't have friends. I have brothers. So you betray me, you betray our mother." Oh my goodness, bro. I was like, what? You got to go listen to this song and listen to that line on how he's putting it together and how it's flowing. I mean, that joint was like butter coming out, dude. I was like, oh my goodness, man. He has some bars,
He's a
man.
phenomenal artist. He's a
I
great
can tell
artist.
he doesn't mind going there with whatever he needs to go there with. In a spiritual way, of course.
Oh yeah.
I can just tell.
Oh yeah. Him and Marty, I mean, to me, him and Marty, Marty is his partner in Social Club. Him and Marty to me reminds me of and I know a lot of artists don't like to be compared like that, but they remind me of a new age Outcast. I'm not sure if anybody else
Wow.
that, but to me, I would
Wow.
go back and forth. Hey Fern, can you hear us now, bro?
Yeah, man, I sure can, guys.
All right, cool. Like we were just saying, I was just telling the family that you and Marty to me
Yeah,
reminds me of a new age Outcast. Has anybody ever said that to y'all before?
nah, but I mean, for the most part, not too many duos doing it or ever got a chance to really take it to a level me and Marty did. It was a special time. I remember when it happened. When I realized that it was really happening. I could feel that it was something special. So I could see where the comparison could come from, such a duo that, really changed the game, like Outkast, man, something special like that. But not too many people have stepped to me about it. No, absolutely not. So that's something special to hear,
Yeah, because I mean the wildness of Marty, and then your laid back demeanor, but yet when you start spitting, you're spitting like, man, you're slicing them up with those words, with those lyrics and everything, and really piercing. So
Yeah, man.
that was
I
my
mean, it was all strategic, man. It was all strategic, I promise you. But yeah, man, it's been a fun ride. I didn't even know the 10 years, like 12, 13, 14 years had gone by so fast. We've been out here for a minute, man. I thought about, I'm like, wow, like it just blew by so fast. So it's just a blessing to still be in the conversation, after so many years. The game changing so fast and at a rapid pace every single day. You can't even, like, back in the days, I promise you, nobody never said this on the show. Nobody ever thought about this. But for like, I don't know, I guess maybe, from the beginning of Christian rap to like,
maybe 2017. We're like right before the pandemic came and, you know, turned us into a new world. You know what I mean? It was I always like to say the old world, you know, back in the days. Remember the Golden Girls back in St. Olaf? You know, back in St. Olaf, you know, like back in St. Olaf, you know what I mean? Like, it was a different time, man. And now it's just moving so fast, and with technology and just with the emergence of like independence, and you know, you don't need a record label, and that opening the gates for so many other people to become artists and just, you know, try their hand at it as well. So I remember I used to be in a time where if people were dropping music, it was maybe 5 or 10 people were dropping that week. You know what I'm saying? 5 or 10. Now it's like 500. Like for real, like 500 people. You know, the genre has grown, and like I said, independence reigns supreme there. So you don't need a record label or anybody to tell you anything. You could just put your music up, and if you have a way to figure out how to get found, you can get found. So, you know, it's a new day and age, man. But I thank God that I know he has a purpose and a season and a reason for everything. So I'm just excited for this new era to see where Marty's going, to see what Social Club's doing, to see what Fern's going through. But ultimately it's in his time, and so we're not in a rush for nothing. Having said that, we got a new song dropping December 13th with Ryan Ellis. You know what I mean? I just put up some content a few minutes ago or whatever. But, you know, yeah, you can't stop the train. Like John Mayer says, the days are just blowing by, and you just have to keep putting your best foot forward. We're just continue to put music out, continue to reach out and touch the people, and just do the best we can and be examples, especially in the music industry, of what it is to love God. You know what I mean? And show it.
Amen. Amen. So real quick, we're going to jump into another one of your tracks, 33024.
Oh, I love that song. Yeah, I love the show. This is my favorite show. Why come I not? Yo, what's going on? Y'all know all the good songs, man.
We're going to jump into that joint real quick, and then we'll be right back with more Fern right here on CHH JAMZ Present.
Let's do it.
Coming out that 33024, oh for sure. Coming slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go. 33024, oh for sure. Slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go. 33024, oh for sure. Slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go. 33024, oh for sure. Slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go.
Feel like I'm riding a Rolls Royce. Y'all give me no choice. Using my voice over your noise. I stay so poised, yo. This be that new, y'all yelling out, oh boy. Made this at home, I ain't even no toy boy. Alkaline vegan, y'all eating up, oh boy. That's no vibration, no speaking about no joy. What is you gonna do now? Whatever good Lord allows. I took an oath, made a vow. This not just how I'm living now, yeah. I really switched it up. This is that different mixed up with consistent. I did it deliberately though. You can't get mad at me, we had the strategy. We knew the way it should go, yeah. Anything else is a no, whoa. Gotta go straight in the flow, He opened them up, and then I walked straight through the doors. I walk like there's gold on the floor. I walk like I've been here before. I always got 10 on the floor. You the one that we send to the store. Recompress all the bricks with the raw. If you still talking about all the things that we talked about, oh, 12, my brother, we gone. I be like, what is you on? I double back when I told them that we was the ones that they been waiting for. Don't blame it on nobody else but yourself if you ain't put the work in to show up. You only around when you blow up, but say they was there for the glow up. You know what? Hold up.
I can see it now, y'all believing in me. Had to prove them wrong, yeah. Had to prove them wrong, yeah. I can see it 2020 now when I look around. I can see it now, yeah. I can see it now, yeah. I remember days I was down bad. All I had to do was just start last. Used to think you couldn't hear what I said. I can see it now, yeah. I can see it now, yeah.
Coming out that 33024, oh for sure. Slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go. 33024, oh for sure. Slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go. 33024, oh for sure. Slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go, slamming on Cadillac Go. 33024, oh for sure. Slamming on Cadillac Go.
And it's crazy because that song right there, you know, Slamming on Cadillac Doors, that kind of just came from Outkast. I ain't even gonna lie to you, from the me and you, yo, cousin, and I promise you that idea, right? That little part right there did inspire from that. I promise you.
Right.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, crazy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're back with more CHH Jam Presents. Man, we're sitting down with the brother Fern. Make sure y'all,
family. Thank you for having me once again.
Man, run those numbers up, man. Get all his music out there popping, most definitely. Brother Birdie, since you are our resident CHH artist, we started a little bit, you know, so go ahead and jump on in there, bro.
What's going on?
I appreciate it, though. So, Fern, once again, man, thank you for your time, bro. Thank you for you saying yes and for you joining us. So, real quick, man, why don't you tell everybody, how did you get off into music? How did you get your start?
Yeah, you know what, man? Like, I promise you, man, they won't believe it, man. I actually marched in the marching band. I'm a pastor's son, man. I always tell the story. I should have known better. Like, really, like, for those who really know my story, like, I should have known better. I'm a pastor's son. I play the drums at the church. You know what I'm saying? I used to bring the communion plate to the front. We used to do the offering plate. We used to put the words on the screen. You know what it is. If you're a pastor's son, you doing everything. And so I always like to say that I always know to say that I should have known better. But I learned how to play music at church. You know, my dad played the drums, guitar, bass, anything. You know, my mother, my sisters, they sang at the church. You know what I mean? So I got my music chops at church, where a lot of people do. But also when I got to high school, when I got to middle school, I started playing the trumpet. And when I got to high school, I kept playing the trumpet and I marched it. And I marched it all through high school, and I marched it 2 years at University of Miami. Nobody really knows that. And yeah, man. So musically, that's how I started playing music. And then, like, as far as rapping, I guess that was something culturally we all did. Me and my boys, we started freestyle. I started writing raps when I was like 12. Because my cousin, I guess I'll tell the real whole story. My cousin, he was the rapper in the family, and he wound up doing, he's doing life in prison right now. He wound up getting caught up in a situation. And so I guess I just started rapping, you know, I just kind of kept going with the raps. And I always just wanted to finish it up, you know, and take it to the next level. So I just really started taking it serious. I started freestyling everywhere, freestyling the call. My boys always had instrumentals. Every party, we shutting it down. Everywhere I went, if I'm there, and you rap, you felt sad because it was gonna happen. You feel me? Fern came. I'm gonna spit that one joint. I don't put that back in your pocket, B. You know what I'm saying? But it was a fun time, man. Cause like I knew that I could really take it somewhere with it. Everywhere I went, it was always a positive reaction. It was always something you know, that would leave, you know, I always tell other rappers, you know, be memorable, leave your presence, let your presence be felt. And I always felt like I always did that. So I enjoyed making raps. And then as far as the schooling, that could be how did you even become a rapper? Well, being a musician from church, and then through education, like English, I always like writing short stories, always loved the English language, you know, Spanish language as well, my natural first language. I could also rap in Spanish, but just like, you know, putting that with American history, putting that with maybe some economics, and just a couple other things that I learned, and just, you know, world perspective. And I just started putting words together, man. And it was just something that I could just kind of do. And I could do it from the top of my head. Like, one of the things I don't necessarily have to do anymore is freestyle so much, or am around so many other rappers that I freestyle like I did coming up. But it was such a beautiful thing to freestyle and be able to come up with thoughts from the top. I do it now, you know, when I'm writing and stuff like that. It's still a natural thing. But as far as like being around people and just freestyling and showing that that skill set to be able to come up with raps the same, not even almost the same tier level as a written, though. That's the difference that separates the pros from the, you know what I mean, from the Joes. You know what I'm saying? Like, not just like, hey, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, you know? So I just remember being able to do that. And that's what really, you know, took me to a place in my mind and in my heart that was something I wanted to do. And when I met my boy Street Runner, that was the first producer that really told me, like, you really got to put that pen down and really just like stop freestyling for a second and just really start writing these raps. And we started putting he taught me structure. He taught me how to write 16. So shout out to Nick. He's the producer that we put out 6-8 in Douglas. I got off the phone with him yesterday. We're going to get on the phone this week and really start to structure up 6-8 in Douglas too for the people. So he's all in, I'm all in. But that's really just a little small look into how I really started and really how the music came. You know, I'm a natural musician from the family, from the church, and then from the school. And then from the school, I took it there and just like really, you know, started hanging out at a lot of studios too, back in the days in the old world, man. And you always caught me at a studio, man. I'm always trying to be there. I'm always writing a rap. I'm always trying to get my stuff recorded. And, you know, before you guys had all that stuff in your house, it's so easy. We didn't have that, you know, so we had to really try to get our songs done and recorded and keep them around and try to show them to people. But yeah, man, that's a good question. But I've been surrounded by music my whole life. Shout out to my whole family who's just been musically inclined, and you know, they've been using their talents for the Lord all their lives too. So shout out to them.
Nice.
I know I
So,
took
bro,
off on a long tangent, but I hope they heard it clear because I was just going.
Nah, you good, bro. You good. So anybody that listens to your music, man, they could tell that, you know, you're a wordsmith, you're serious with the bars, like you take your craft serious. So my next question is, who are some of the MCs that influenced you growing up? Or who were some of your favorites that you like listening to?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro. I know Christian rap. I come from the beginning of it, from Michael P, Stephen Wiley. I start from the beginning, so it ain't even like, oh yeah, that's cool, man. Like, you know ETW, you know PID, you know Dynamic Twins, you know Danny, but I know the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, I come from Christian rap. I grew up on Christian rap, and one thing that I always like to say, you know, and I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like I not that I like to say this gotta be said. It ain't that I like to say it. I feel like it gotta be said, and it gotta be said because, you know, like people would always like this, oh, when Christian rap or when it used to be corny, or here's some Christian rap that's not corny, or like, hey, check this out. Christian rap has never been corny. Christian rap has never been corny. Any rap that has been out since the beginning of time was the Christian rap that God had out, you know, to counterattack whatever the secular was trying to do. Like, you had Furious 5, Grandmaster Flash and all that, man. They had, you know what I'm saying? Michael Peace, they had Stephen Wiley. They were doing the same thing, sounding justice. You feel me? And at the end of the day, you gotta look at it like this. Like, I just look at it like we're supposed to be set apart. So I'm not really trying to sound or, you know, look or like anything like what the mainstream is doing. You know what I mean? I always pride myself in, you know, trying to have a different outlook or appeal to what's going on out there. I've never been one to really chase fame or be one to really like you know, try to be like of the world. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a misfit is. We in the world, but we not of the world. So you know what I mean? Like, we do hip hop, but we not of hip hop. I'm from Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I do hip hop, but that's just a vehicle. That's a tool that he made me, you know, a master at. The master made me a master at hip hop, so I could, you know, bring people back to the master. You know what I mean? That's just really what it is. That's just what it is. That's just one of my tools, one of my vehicles. And it wasn't necessarily supposed to start that way, but I took it there. I started with the drums. I started with the trumpet. You know what I mean? But in a world where communication started taking a different turn, in a world where the youth and people of my age were communicating and living through hip hop, that's really what a turn took. You know what I mean? And it wasn't like, oh, it's hip. That was the way we communicate. It's regular to us. It's not even, it's not so much hip hop. That's life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 45 years old, but you only know that because I told you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, hip hop keeps you young. Obviously, like Jesus keeps me young. Obviously, I don't know. The alkaline vegan diet keeps me young. Fruits and vegetables will keep you young. But I'm telling you, like, hip hop is a beautiful thing too, because it's such a beautiful young. It's such a it's not another thing that needs to be said. Not necessarily a young man's sport. It just keeps you young. It just keeps you young. It'll keep you young. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all about to get some of the best bars ever, and if you want, you can tell me to stop, but I don't see no comments on. Yo, sometimes I even think that I'm like, yo, my engagement is mad low now ever since we went independent and things of that nature. But you know, I just look at it like this: I'm starting from scratch, but you know what I mean. I got a little bit of name recognition, so I always enjoy, you know, a challenge. I always enjoy kind of when my back's against the wall, because I know the Lord got a plan for that stretching. You know what I'm saying? I just think about it like a stretching, you know what I'm saying? And he always got a reason for that. You know what I mean? Sometimes he likes to bring me back down where I need to be at so he could, you know, teach me something, or just, you know, there's something that I got to go through so I could maybe bring it through some, I mean, the only way I know how, which is rhyming. And sometimes the only way some people learn or listen is through listening to rap. So we're just going to continue to press forward, man, continue to make these records. Chase our dreams responsibly. We independent now. We chasing our dreams responsibly. We paying bills. We taking care of babies. But we still making records, trying to touch the people and showing them the love of Christ, you know?
Amen. Amen, bro.
Yeah.
All right, so my last
Appreciate
question
you,
before I
man.
pass it over.
Yeah,
My
keep
last question
going,
that I
man.
have
I'm
for you,
here
and I
for
usually
you.
ask the artists that come on, what does Fern's creative process look like? When you're getting ready to do music, do you find a beat first, or do you write first, or your creative process? What's that like?
Yeah, you know what, man? I'm blessed, man. Shout out to my producer, man. I got a young guy. His name is Prim, man. He's on Instagram. His name is Prim, Prim. Real soulful brother, man. He keeps me taken care of with my beats right now. Besides that, got my brother Street Runner. We about to work on stuff, but I'll just they send me beats all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I'll have a folder of beats. I'll tell him I'm about to start writing, man. But like today, I hit him up. I said I'm in that mode. I feel like, you know, writing 4 or 5 joints, getting ready, probably put some stuff out. Right after we do the social club joint, I got a joint coming out in January, which should set the tone for an EP I'm doing with my guy Derek Winkley. But like my creative process is mad simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll find the beat, you know, I'll get my little Bluetooth speaker, little Sony Bluetooth speaker. I play the little beat, you know, and I'm just pacing back and forth. I'm usually, people who know me, they know I'm in my little cat sanctuary. I take care of cats. I got like little 5 cats inside a little patio in the back. I go back there, I walk back and forth, I pace until I get that first line. Once I get that first line, it's a wrap. Because I don't know why. Like once I get that first line, I already know what I want to talk about. I'm obviously like kind of just like stating the tone. And once I state the tone, I kind of go from there. And it's pretty much a wrap. I could get something written down from anywhere 15, 30 minutes. It depends on how long I'm chilling with the cats. If I'm trying to cuddle with them, snuggle with them a little bit, you know. But like we turned over a little rap for my brother K. Anthony real quick in 15 minutes. I was in the studio. I had to turn it in real quick, deadline. And we had it right out to him right on time. I used to write on paper. Now I just type. And I know I told you I don't really freestyle much with the boys like I used to, but I'm still my little art is called, the way that I write, the way that I produce, I call it like freestyle writing, freestyle typing, because I'll be listening to the beat and then I'll just start saying those lines, but I'm just like typing just as fast as I'm saying them. You know what I'm saying? Like a stenographer. I'm just typing them, you know, and I'm coming and I'm off the dome with it. You know what I mean? Until I feel like it ain't strong, I'll keep going. And a lot of times I'll catch a wave and I'll keep going for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be able to catch those words. And I look up and I like to go like this. I'm like, oh, you writing again. Because it's always God writing. I want everybody to know this. It's never me writing. Like I'm a human vessel. We already know how this goes. But it's funny, man. I look up and I'm like, Lord, you writing again. This is incredible, man. It's a beautiful relationship of author and artist. You know what I mean? Got it. You see, we're gonna get to it. We gotta let it warm up. It's a special art, it's a special relationship, man. And the real artist gonna know of the real author to the artist. You know what I mean? And I like to say, from my lips to God's ears, when I'm singing it, from my lips to God's ears, you know what I'm saying? And when I pray from my lips to God's ears, or when somebody says something that's a blessing to my life, I like to encourage, yo, that's fire, man. From your lips to God's ears, you know, go ahead and claim that, you know. So we're just gonna continue to claim, you know, the blessings of God through rap, through hip hop, you know, just loving the way that the author is still continuing to inspire, no matter what the enemy tries to bring, no matter what the seasons try to bring, we're gonna continue to bring that fresh message. As long as we continue to just, well, I'll tell you, as long as I breathe, because I thought about it. My dad's 71 years old and he's still moving around like this, like me. You know what I'm saying? He's like a regular, he's still moving around regular. So if I said, and he's still talking regular, everything. I'm like, if I'm 71 and I'm still moving around like him, like he's literally like me. He's literally could be sitting next to me right now and you'd be like, yo, you and your dad are the same. And I'm like, man, so hey, man, God bless. I might be rapping at 70. I don't care, bro. Yo, listen to me. Don't never let nobody tell you that rapping is just, hey, listen to me. Right now, I feel more than ever the elder statesman needs a voice in the game. Or not even that he needs it. He has a voice in the game. It needs to be elevated and it needs to be showcased, more than ever. Because think about it. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. But I feel like, come on. I mean, what's the elder statesman supposed to listen to? What am I supposed to listen to? You know what I mean? There's some edification that I know some elder brothers need to get from another elder brother. You know what I mean? So I also feel that I have a job to do for, to represent for my OGs out there. And, for those who looking for some wisdom as well. And, I feel like the Lord is blessing me. I feel like I'm in my Solomon era. You feel me? I feel like right now I'm in my Solomon era. And I want to put as much wisdom and help as much people as I can through the only way I can right now, which is through rap music. So
amen.
Amen. All right, Orlando, go ahead, jump in there, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, once again, this is CHH JAMZ Presents. Man,
yes.
Sister Angee had a question, a fantastic question. I need to scroll back up and bring it back up here real quick. Would you consider yourself a rapper with a message?
Sure, absolutely, I would. I would consider myself a rapper with a message, the message of God, and the message of God in a way that's understandable to a lot of different audiences, not necessarily just one. So I feel like there's just so many different ways to share your story, and so I really enjoy being able to tell my story in many different ways, however the Lord will guide the pen.
Amen. Kimberly, you still there with us?
Kimberly, sister.
All right. All right. So, yeah, I want you to speak a little bit about the alkaline vegan, because I read that within your. Oh, there she is. Yeah, real quick about the alkaline vegan, because I was kind of surprised to read about that. So, what happened, or how did you even start going down that path?
Yeah, man, nothing necessarily happened. But what did happen, even though nothing happened, was during the pandemic, while we were all sitting down, well, actually a little bit before the pandemic, I had read the story about Chadwick Boseman and how he had gotten sick. You know what I'm saying? And he was like filming 5 movies at the time, and like he was just looking cool. And I never would have thought. And then he was like 43 at the time, and I was like, 40 at the time, and I was just like, man, what's going on? Why is this happening to him? And just kind of like researching and reading his stories, and the algorithm will start to pick up and share with you things on your feed according to what you start looking at. You guys know that. So yeah. I started seeing more health things, and kind of just typing in searches of like more healthy things, and little by little other different people started popping up on my feed, until like one time an old video of like Dr. Sabi popped up, and I had heard about him through Left Eye, through Nipsey Hussle, and other people trying to do documentaries, and other stories I heard about, throughout the years. So I just kind of seen what it was. And like I said, man, I just wanted to see what the nutritional value and, what the food situation was going on. He has a list of a nutritional guide of the actual fruits, vegetables, nuts, the oils, down to the cooking oils that you should be cooking with. I'll share you guys the list. I'll share it if you guys want to, I'll send it to you. I'll email it to you, and you guys can have it if you want to share it on your show, whatever. But basically, look, it's so easy. It's the most organic. It's the most electric. It's the most best fruits and or vegetable, or the best of anything you should be eating. So this is the best list. So if you were going to go grocery shopping, you have a list of all the top tier things that have already been picked out for you. You know, like if you want an apple, it tells you the apple that you got to do. You know what I mean? It tells you the gala apple, the exact, like, you know what I'm saying? Like everything is like, it's a cheat sheet, you know, for life. And it's incredible.
Okay. All right.
And it goes like this. Make sure that the fruits, if they got to have seeds, if it's not seeded, we don't eat it. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a lot of little things that go along with it. But for the most part, man, it's just been an incredible journey. Just trying to see that, you can actually live without eating a lot of these things that you would think, because we're so used to eating them for so long because of our families and, you know, traditions and things of that nature. But when you realize that you can live and not miss a beat and still enjoy life and still enjoy food and still have a palatable, you know, tasty palate, the alkaline lifestyle is super awesome. Shout out to my people at Unaltered Foods, aka Chef Pat, Reggie, all my people over there alkalining, going crazy for the last few years. It's been a blessing. The best products, the best foods. I've had the best time, and I feel great, and my blood work shows it, and it's been an incredible, yeah, I don't, like I said, it was so strange how I bumped into it, but it was the coolest thing. And now I'm vegan, and before I did it for health, but now I definitely do it for the animals. Cause you know, that could be another combo. That would be a totally different combo. Another show. But for the most part, man, you know, I just I've been able to be vegan for almost 6 years now, so it's been cool.
Awesome. All right, Kimberly.
I don't know if you got a chance to ever meet Dr. Sebi, but he was a very kind, gentle, brilliant man.
Yeah.
He used to come to Atlanta a lot when I lived there, and even after he passed, his children tried to keep it, you know, the stores and everything going when they weren't being targeted. But
Yeah.
the one thing that I loved about him is that when he encouraged you to eat food with the seeds, he didn't just tell you to do it. He explained why you would do it.
Yes, ma'am.
And he would also tell you which foods were hybrids and which ones were not.
Yes, ma'am. That's
like
what that.
yes, like when I learned the lemon was a high, I could not believe it.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
I would like to see your list because it's
I am. I'll send it to you guys
updated.
over tonight.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
probably updated. And you
It
just
is. It's the
confirming
most
what I've been
updated
hearing.
Dr. Sebi nutritional guide. Absolutely, yes. And shout out to Victor Bowman, man. That I met him in California. One of his sons. We try to stay in touch as much as we can, but he's been a little bit kind of you know, hit or miss. You know, it's tough out there for him sometimes. But shout out to him, man, and everybody else who, you know, been showing love. You know, really trying to put it down and just kind of like know that there's different ways to eat, and you know, you can find it, and you can still find joy, and you don't have to be like, oh my God, you guys are eating sticks and alfalfa, because we not. We
eating real food. Now, do you eat his do you take his supplements as well?
Nah, I don't necessarily take them from him, but I get them from Unaltered Foods.
Yeah.
And they used to be VHO, and my people, Chef Pat and Reggie, they got all the herbs and everything that you need. I get the sea moss from there as well. I get all my Botana products from there as well. My Botana soaps, hair creams and things, anything. And they're actually Unaltered. Look them up real quick if you want. Do a little research in the background there on Instagram at Unaltered. And it should be kind of like a shape, and it's purple and gold. Let me know if you see it. Because I want you to follow them, because you can get a lot of the products that you need from them. You'll be surprised to see what their website carries.
Unaltered. What are they? Unaltered. Just Unaltered.
Yeah. Did it pop up? They used to be formerly known as VHO.
Okay. Now is Dr. Sebi is the reason why I eat grits and avocado for breakfast.
Yeah, that sounds good though. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, he got me on that.
But you probably could eat some amaranth. You know what I mean? Some ancient grain. You know, some kamut or some spelt.
Now, I did try my hand at spelt. You know, we didn't get along that well. I
Yeah, I feel that.
It's a lot of
I like Kamut
prepping.
flour a little bit better.
Yeah.
Kamut products a little bit better.
So anyway, I wanted to ask, what can we expect to see in the future? I know you have a new song coming out on the 13th, rap coming out on the 13th, but what else can we expect to hear from you, for the wonderful man of God that you are?
January 31st, December 13th, we got a social club joint called Pray Coman. Shout out to Ryan Ellis. Shout out to everybody involved with that. My brother Marty. And then January 31st, I got a song coming out with my brother Derek Winkley. He's a very talented artist, writer, music producer out of Dallas, but he's in Nashville. He's a brother from Integrity Records, and he's just doing amazing music. We got a pocket full of music that we recorded last January, and we're gonna let the world hear it now. But we made a brand new song that we're gonna drop January 31st, and we'll let that be the intro to the project, like 3 or 4 song little EP pocket that we caught, you know. And from there, just keep going. I like, you know, it's just a beautiful thing. We're gonna drop a song a month or a project a month, but every month you could look for Marty, myself, or Social Club to be dropping something every month. If not all 3 on the same month, definitely 2 on the same month. But one thing from being independent now is, you know, the freedom to be able to drop for the most part, very consistently, very fast, and that's the pace of the game, and we're game to play, so we're ready to go.
Well, I don't have any more questions from here. I'm looking forward to what you're bringing down.
Oh, it's gonna be nice too. The next one on January 31st, I can't wait for y'all to hear it, because I got a new little theory that I might share a little bit. I'll share the theory a little bit, because, you know, with a little bit of the short attention span that's been going on, you know, and I ain't gonna lie, this is from the guy who just dropped a song with 3 verses. Though I ain't gonna tell you twice has 3 verses. And I'll tell you why I put 3 verses on it. My brother Futuristic went ahead and put the hook on there for me. He put his verse on there and slayed it. And then I had a verse on there. And then I was just like, you know, it felt like it was a little bit unbalanced. You know what I'm saying? So I added a 3rd verse. I had another couple things I wanted to say, but it's very unorthodox. It's very unorthodox nowadays to add a 3rd verse, almost taboo. You know what I mean? So one thing you can look to see, and not only from me, because you're going to see a lot of people start doing this, but I may be one of the first of a few to start doing this, is kind of like a minute and 30 seconds, 2 minutes, a minute and 45 seconds, kind of give you a hook, give you a verse, give you the hook, get out of there, you know, and just know it, because the attention span is very short right now. And you can also see the data. You can see the data where they cut out after like 40 seconds. You know what I'm saying? They want to hear that verse. And if it's replay value, if the replay value is fire, they're going to replay it. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing you're going to start saying. You're going to start seeing a lot of gas, but 2 minutes, 1:30, 1:45. And you know what you don't have to do? Play it again. Play it again.
And the theory is?
So we're going to try that theory out. Y'all privy to the theory first.
Okay. All right.
The funny thing is with you talking about that, back in the day, record labels, that's exactly how record labels used to listen to artists' music.
Come on.
They would only listen to the first maybe 30 seconds or 40 seconds and see if it catches their interest. And if it doesn't,
yes, sir.
and they skip it, but then if it does, they go ahead and follow up and call them and, you know, move on with it. I'm telling my age, but that's okay though.
Hey, and you know what? I come from that era too, man. Hey, listen, I was on stage before Instagram. Listen to me now. I'm from 98. I was outside in 98 driving. I was driving in 98.
Man. Shoot, 98. Yeah, 98. I was out there too. I graduated in I'm not going to tell anybody that, but that's okay though.
I'm gonna say mine. I graduated 97.
Woo, I'm older than you, brother. I graduated in 91.
Ooh, that's legendary.
Yes.
That's a beautiful thing, my brother.
So a lot of the stuff that's going on now, like we keep trying to tell people about doing video shows like this, there was no video shows. We were doing
this is incredible, man. I love to be a part of anything that I could like take my time to, you know, talk a little culture, talk a little bit of life and family with others on the other side of the screen, man. This was incredible, and I appreciate you guys reaching out to me.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Appreciate
I'm glad
you.
we got the choppy thing. I was like, man, I need to talk to these people right now.
Yeah, I'm glad I had a chance to, you know, get your music. Your music is in rotation on our radio station as well.
Hey, man, I love that.
Online
Thank you
radio
so much,
station,
man.
CHH Jams. So definitely we've been playing your music, man. I've been playing Social Club, you know, Misfits for a minute, man. So definitely appreciate your time. We're gonna let our brother Birdie wrap us up for tonight, man. Once again, brother, we appreciate you. Thank you.
Hey, it's all love. Thank you guys. Anytime you reach out to my day-to-day, my Equesta White, please, if you want to get another show, or maybe there's another segment or something you want to work me in or something, hey, reach out to her. Let's see if we can make it happen. Okay.
Most definitely will do.
Hey, Fern, before we let you go, bro, just want to acknowledge a question that we had for you. Artist named Sam Purpose. He wants to know, how do you navigate touring as a family man?
You know what? I'll keep it a stack. What's his name? What's the brother's name?
Sam Purpose.
Sam Purpose.
He's an artist.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out, Sam Purpose. Right now, I'm like, if you listen to that song 33024, I say I wrote this at home. I ain't even on tour, boy. Like, I'm blessed right now, and it's a crucial time to be home with my children. I'm at a stage in my career right now where I'm a little bit home more, and we're more selective with the shows, and it's just not like we got to be on tour every second, you know what I mean? And it's more we had to choose that because we're parents. Like Martin had his baby right now. It's not the pocketbook saying that. The pocketbook might say we might be on tour, you know what I'm saying? We probably should be on tour, but you know, our hearts and our parental understanding know that our children need us as well. And you know what, if we didn't have any kids and our wives were just our girlfriends, or it was just us, we might be out there going crazy right now. But we're at a stage in our game where we got to really be around. My son playing flag football right now. He's 10 years old. He loves it when he looks up that sideline. He sees me there with the umbrella. You know what I mean? And then my daughter, she just won 3 games today. She's a D1 already, Division I athlete. She's 13 years old. You know what I mean? Eighth grade. And she's going crazy. I had to get the John Morant's, the red joints, the John Morant ones, because she's 12. You know what I mean? But she had my name on the back of her jersey. So, you know, Dad was there. And feeling incredible, man. So it's just a beautiful season. But I will tell you, Sam Purpose, I still got an answer for you, because I was that touring man and I did have to balance that. So you know what? You know, you just make sure that you when you're home, you make sure that you're serving your family. You know what I'm saying? Doing your thing. If there's certain things that you got to do, you got to hold up your end. Make sure that wifey's chilling. Make sure that your family's taken care of. Make sure your pets are taken care of. You know what I mean? That your family don't want for nothing. But you know, because you can't be out there serving if you at home swerving. You can't be serving if you at home swerving. Listen to me. Listen to me, Sam Purpose. I just want to tell you, man, you're going to know if it's right, too, because that wife will let you know. That wife she'll let you know she feels safe at home. She'll let you know. Your phone won't feel right. Your phone will be blowing up because, hey, guess what, man? I'm going to tell you right now, like, before we ever left on that road, we had to make sure that the home was taken care of, man. That's one of the beautiful things. One of our first tours, 2017, being our first tour, man, 35, we were out 42 days. We weren't able to come back home. It was a friends and family tour, 2017. Andy Menio, shout out to them, Worst Play, everybody. It was like 40 days. We couldn't come home. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it was rough, you know. But shout out, I'm gonna say this because not everybody gets to hear this. Shout out to what's his name? The gentleman from Apple who passed away, Cook. Tim Cook. No, who was the gentleman who invented FaceTime?
Facebook. Oh, FaceTime. I know exactly who you're talking about.
The Apple guy who passed away from pancreatic.
You know who it is. Come on.
What's his name?
A head of Apple, the original.
Yeah. What's his name? I'm tripping. It's on the tip of my tongue. I should have had it. I told this story many times.
Oh.
He used to work with Bill Gates.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs.
Yeah, Steve Jobs.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna tell you right now, man. one of the main, if it wasn't for Steve Jobs, man, shout out to Steve Jobs, y'all, on everything I love. I still got a 2010 under the Steve Jobs administration Apple Macintosh computer that has never blue screened on me ever. I've recorded every single Social Club song on there, every Fern song on there. It's the same exact one. It's a Steve Jobs edition. Good job, Steve. And I'm gonna tell you right now, shout out to Steve Jobs who invented FaceTime, because that was the main way that artists was able to start balancing being on the road. You could see, you're gonna miss that birthday, but you're gonna see it though. You're gonna see it. The baby's gonna see daddy on the we started to like kind of like balance out a little bit when we was out on the road 30 days or when we was out 28 days and babe, I ain't gonna make it, but hey, FaceTime me the thing so dad can see me on the thing. Like, yo, shout out to technology that really started to equalize and kind of just close the gap when it was hard for us to be on the road. We was missing everything. We was missing funerals, weddings. We was missing, listen, in 2018, we was on 3 tours back to back to back. It was the Into the Night tour, it was the Sadie Robertson tour, and it was the Roadshow tour in 2018. And they were all 30 dates. And it was just like that year was a blur. And I remember being on the back of my tour bus when I lost my Uncle Joe and crying like, Lord, I got to get back home. Like, we're just on the road. We're missing everything. The family needs us. The family's like calling us. And then all we could say is we're on the road. And they know it's, my nephew, he's an artist. He's on the road. He can't make it. And I kind of got sad to always, at first you wanted to be the nephew and the son that was on the road that made it. And now you're the nephew that's always on the road that can't make it, So it was just a catch-22, but it was, it's one of those things that, it's bittersweet, but you're doing it for the Lord. You're not doing it for you. And, the Apostle Paul, all those gentlemen, they went through crazier. We went through nothing. We ain't go through nothing compared to what those gentlemen went through and all the gentlemen from the Bible. You know what I mean? So I just cast it all joy. I count it all joy to even be, part of anything. If I could have touched one soul, if I could touch one life, if one person was saved, and I could be one of those people to proudly say that I know those things have happened. You know what I mean? So it's just been a beautiful thing. Like I said, and I'll circle back as we close that. I know that the time's passing, by, and and Social Club is at a different place now, and Marty and myself are at a different place now, but I wouldn't change it for the world, man. Even just being here right now, my steps are being ordered. The Lord got me here tonight. He's here and he's orchestrating this message right here. So I feel blessed, and I know that that God got me.
All right, everybody. So y'all tuned in tonight. Y'all were listening to us on the radio station, or you're watching us on one of the platforms. So if you caught this on the replay, we truly appreciate y'all. And as y'all can see, we sat down and we talked to Fern from Social Club Misfits. Y'all do us a favor, go support this man of God, support his group, support his ministry, stream his music, and y'all follow him. Fern, once again, brother, thank you so much for your time, for you coming on, and may God continue to bless everything that you do, bro. Anytime that you have something new coming out, bro, get it to us.
Please. Anything you need, you please let us know. We are more than proud to serve with you guys, hand in hand, side by side. All right.
Amen. And the updated
Absolutely,
list
bro.
for Dr. Sebi.
Tell me. Yeah.
The updated list for Dr. Sebi.
No, I'll send it. And please do me a favor, because I plan to send it right now. But just as you type, as you recap what he quested tonight, just make sure you type that in there. Just do it for me, please.
Okay.
Just in case, it's a safe, a foolproof, safe thing.
Gotcha.
Thanks. All right, everybody. Much love. Y'all be blessed and have a great night.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to end it off with Shiny by Fern. So let's go ahead and turn up. Let's go.
That's what's up, man. I love y'all, man.
Love you too.
All right.
No infrastructure can contain him.
At all.
He independent. You see his pendant. Used to be defending. Then they call me convict. Not a boy, a ex-con. We off that where we next on. Sneaker con, V-conf, TED Talks, Fern speaks. And every time I do, I step strong, never weak. They call it alpha, no beta. No, the alpha and omega. Know some alphas and omegas. Hollywood, I am the mayor. Walk with me. It's Florida, but brought New York with me. Brought the island for the wild, and plus you know the Lord with me. Walk with me. Lace your Timbs up, walk swiftly. Once you hear me talk, when you haven't, you get the gist beat. Now you on the guest list. Listen up, test this, glisten up, necklace. I give it a chef's kiss. This that rap that resembles rap. A lot of Trojan horse rapping. I said it, remember that. They tell me I'm the best, just not promoted right. Classic like a Hayabusa motorbike. Fantastic, the words created the soldier type. Ask me if my God is the greatest, I tell you, show you. When the money get low, it feel like you got no place to go. That's when you know if it's for real or just a show. I know it took me years, but now I finally got the glow. With a shiesty mask and all reflect the glory of the Lord. When the money get low, it feel like you got no place to go. That's when you know if it's for real or just a show. I know it took me years, but now I finally got the glow. With a shiesty mask and all reflect the glory of the Lord. Reflect the glory of the Lord. I know. With a shiesty mask and all reflect the glory of the Lord. I know. Yeah, I still see it so vividly. Crystal clear what these wicked streets did to me. Too clear. Or should I say what I did to them? But I don't say nothing. Spring water for my fluids, mind my own too. Out the way, taking care of mine. Everybody else involved in everybody else's life. Stuck for a minute, overthinking, always feeling stressed. Back like I never left, God's son forever blessed. When the money get low, it feel like you got no place to go. That's when you know if it's for real, just a show. I know it took me years, but now I finally got the glow. With a shiesty mask and all reflect the glory of the Lord. Reflect the glory of the Lord, I know. With a shiesty mask and all reflect the glory of the Lord, I know.
Yo, this is recording artist Bertrand McKinney, aka Birdie, and you're listening to CHH JAMZ, where the bars come from the word. Y'all keep it locked.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's right. This is Orlando Presents right here on CHH JAMZ Presents. Make sure y'all tune in every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, and check out our new show, CHH JAMZ Presents, right here on The Real Level Up. Let's go, y'all. Let's level up, level up. Let's get it. CHH JAMZ Presents.
And let's have a moment of clarity. There's freedom in your transparency. When you speak, you release, that's therapy. It's my decision to listen and do it carefully. Wanna live carefree? Well, it's gonna start. When secrets are kept, families are torn apart. I wanna do my part to help heal your heart. Shed some light on your life when your days are dark. Help ignite a spark that'll bring change. Be your shelter from the rain, assist with the pain. Lonely days are gone and you're not alone. Healing begins with being heard, so this is your song.
All the tears you are hearing, listening to my life, to my story, my pain.
Here we go. Intro for my show. Nice though, hot like nitro. Cool as ice though. With that type of dichotomy. Y'all know it's gotta be. Who else could it be but T? Rub your eyes, behold the Tony D. I'm the Dream Supreme DJ straight out of Queens. I'm eclectic, the dopest selected. Emerging music break, Tony D will take. Yeah.
Well, Tony, I don't care, long as you take me there, someplace to ease my mind. Just cruising, just cruising. Just cruising. We just cruising.
Hello, everyone. This is Pat Nash of Pat Nash Talks, where we have the conversations that create real relationships. I'm here every single Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can find us right here on Level Up Nation. See you then.